Om Shanti. Paramatma Swarupe Pranamam. In Indian philosophy, all human beings are expected to discharge good things, good actions, noble actions by maintenance of sound soul in a sound body, Bahya Suddhi and Antasuddhi, and attain mukti or liberation. Here, Bahya Suddhi means maintenance of cleanliness about the physical body, the proper daily course, bath, proper dressing, and all these things. And Antasuddhi means the purity of thoughts, purity of mind, doing any acts generated by love, compassion, and desire for humanitarian activities selflessly. So, when it comes to weighing the importance of purity of mind and purity of body against each other, which is better? Now, let us have a couple of stories that will clinch the issue. Once there was a sage maintaining an ashram with disciples, imparting Vedic knowledge. On a certain day, quite opposite to his ashram, in a residential building, a new tenant who happened to be lady prostitute entered. Sage observed this and saw the busy visits of the male clients to her, thought she was doing very sinful acts by which she would certainly go to hell. He wanted to warn her against this. So he wanted to make a substantial proof for it. Started collecting small pebbles by counting the number of persons entering her every day. Like that, after a few months, the small pebbles which were counted and kept in a place became a heap. And on the other hand, though she was by profession a prostitute, her mind was always engrossed with the worshipping of Lord Krishna, begging him to give a better birth at least next time so that she could become a good housewife and worship Lord Krishna with more piety. Her mind was very much pure and devoted to Lord Krishna, though her body was impure by profession. After a few months, when the pebbles became a heap, he took the heap and went to her. The sage told her, "See this heap, how much pap karmas, sinful acts you have done. There is no escape for you. You are going to be and victim of hell. You can't dream about going to heaven because of the sinful acts you have done. This is the proof. So, when the sage said like this, the prostitute broke into tears. Oh, Lord Krishna, how much pap karmas I have done. The sage is telling that certainly I have to go to hell only. Please, I can't bear anymore. Take me away now itself. So much crying, and weeping. She died there only with heart broken. After a few days, this sage also, because of old age, breath is lost. Strangely enough, the Vishnu Dutas, that is from Vaikuntham, they came and took the prostitute to the heaven. Whereas the Yamadutas took the sage to hell. The sage now wondered why he was taken to hell. He shouted, I'm a pious person, always teaching Vedic knowledge to my disciples. I didn't do any act of sin with my physical body. But the Yamadutas replied, though you are pious outwardly, your mind was always corrupt with the thoughts of the prostitute, which was not expected of you. Hence, you are in the hell. Whereas, though the prostitute was committing sinful acts because of the profession, her mind was always preoccupied with the worship of Lord Krishna. Hence, he gave the blessing of going to heaven. By this story, we can understand our purity of mind is more important when compared to the external purity of body. Here we have another story to support this point of view. Two Buddhist monks used to walk from their monastery for miles together to beg for alms in a nearby village. Before entering the village, there was a small rivulet or creek, you can say. They crossed that one, asked for alms, again return back, go to the monastery. On one day, when they were returning from the village, near the rivulet, a lady was crying loudly. One of the monks asked, what's the matter, madam? Why are you crying? See, my babe is crying for milk on the other side of the bank. When I was attending to collecting of some leaves here, all of a sudden the flow of the rivulet increased. Now I am unable to cross it because of the force and depth of it. Because you are tall persons, you can save me. My baby is ask, crying for mother's milk. So the monk who asked her about the reason took her on his back and crossed the rivulet. After that, she got down from the back of the monk, thanked him, and immediately gave her breast feeding to the crying child. Then both the monks were returning to the monastery. When they were about to reach the monastery, after walking miles together, the second one, who was silent all along, opened his mouth. My friend, I think you have done sinful act because as per our ashram dharma, we the sannyasins we are not expected to even dream about a woman. We should not talk to her. We should not see her. We should not even touch her. But whereas near the rivulet, you have seen the lady, you have talked to the lady. Not only that, you have touched her and you have taken her on your back. Is it not sinful act? You have done sinful act from the point of view our ashram dharmas. You have broken the rules and regulations. Then the first one looked up and answered, my dear friend, I left that lady at the rivulet there itself quite long back. But whereas you are still carrying her till here. So this clearly tells that though he has not touched or talked to the lady, the second monk was fully preoccupied with the thought of the woman, which was a real sinful act as per ashram dharmas. Yeah, whereas the first one, though he talked to the lady and touched her, he was with the sole object of saving the life of a child there. He didn't have any sinful thoughts in his mind. On purely humanitarian grounds, he helped the lady. So he was not at all at fault. This is what we have to learn from these two stories. The purity of mind is always more important than the purity of our bodies. Om Shanti.